And then we're going to open it up for Q&A too. So you guys mute, and then just so there's not background noise. And then I'm recording it now and letting people in, and then we'll open it up for Q&A. I'm super excited for this, and I've been waiting all day to talk to you lovely ladies. This idea really came kind of fruition through Mary in Mexico. She is killing it. I feel like at the beginning of the year, she had, let's say, 30,000 in volume as an ED, and then she moved all the way up to 300,000 in volume. So she is on fire, and she initially told us in an NMD call that she has been grouping and talking to her directors, and it makes complete sense. At director level, you guys are at a level or more where you have 3 people on your team, but now what do you do? What do you do with these 3 people? How do you lead them to success? How do you grow further for people that want to grow further? How do you stay at this same rank for people that want to stay at this rank? At this level, you're making great side income. And if you want a little bit more, the next rank and close to the next rank is car bonus, which is crazy in this company. We can get a car bonus that soon in the company. But whatever rank you are at or wherever you want to be, this is a call for anyone that's been at director, or if they're not hitting director, that's fine. We're going to get you back to director. And it's people that have a team, and how do I keep my team going? How do I keep my team motivated? All those questions that you guys have, I know everyone has them and everyone will always have them, but what we want to try to do is lead you to having those solutions and what other people are doing in your position to have a successful month. So that's kind of what the idea behind these calls are. They're going to be the 2nd and 4th Sunday of every month at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So right after the Team Next Level call, the 2nd and 4th Sunday, we're going to have these. And really, it's just going to be a way for us all to plug in as leaders, all of us doing the same thing in that motion. What are we focusing on? But also to hold ourselves accountable. So myself included, you guys, I know, they always say, do what you did to get you where you are. It's like those fundamentals that I used to do, and this is just being very transparent. For example, I used to drive an hour to work and an hour home. That whole commute time, I was completely pouring into personal development. I did not realize that's what I was doing, but I was listening to all these phone calls. I was listening to the CDs and all of these different these motivational speakers that were keeping me fired up, keeping me going. And that's why they say do personal development, is because it will keep you inspired. It will keep you going. We are all entrepreneurs. We're all on this road alone, but we all are in this together. And that's really when I want us to all kind of hold each other accountable with different personal development. We're going to have a little section on that, how the call kind of is designed. And how the flow has been going that works really, really well is we do 10 minutes of personal development where we read and we plug into something all of us are going to read together. And we're going to go over it. A leader is going to talk about it for the 10 minutes and kind of, if you didn't read it, that is okay. But if you want to hold yourself accountable and you want to get better at doing personal development, this is going to be that lead way into that. So the first book that we chose was The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. And the reason why is because we're all on this roller coaster together. So we go through ups, we go through downs. That is completely normal in this business. And so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a couple chapters tonight, go over that. If you have not read it, no big deal. Next, on the 22nd is the second time we're meeting this month. And we are going to go over chapters 3 and 4. Super easy, 2 chapters in 2 weeks. You can listen to it. What I did is I actually was driving. I don't drive as much anymore because I'm at home and stuff, and I'm not driving and commuting to the office. But I did find time when I was driving, and we drove to North Carolina. So I listened to it then. And what's awesome is I didn't have these apps before when I was, 6.5, 7 years ago when I first started. But now they have, I don't know if you guys have heard of Hoopla. Hoopla is a app that you can get through your library card, which is pretty cool. So all of the books online that are audio, you can listen to them if you have a library card. So I listen to the Entrepreneur Roller Coaster through that app, but they also have just an audible book. I think it's just through iPhone, what I have on here that you can listen to, just different ways to listen to it for free. We don't even have to pay for it anymore, which is amazing. So a little bit about this. Did anybody read it? Just no big deal if you didn't, but show of hands if you read it. Oh, yay. Okay, cool. Okay. And a lot of people have already read this in the past anyway, but what I kind of got from these two chapters, just a couple of the breakdown points that I found super interesting, was I loved how he said, flip your passion switch. Okay, so what is it that you love to do about this business? What is your passion? Is it what you do? Is it why you do it? Is it how you do it? Or who do you do it for? I know a lot of people have young families here. Who are you doing this business for? When you find that why, and we always talk about why, and it's a huge driver of what we do, and it is pretty much close to everything on why we're going to get up early and go to bed late, is why are you doing this? Do you need the extra money? Do you do it for the love of the business, the people, the relationships, the extra fun, the recognition? Do you do it for money, for family? What is it that you're doing? Find that passion and switch that light on. So for example, they also said, what motivates you? And sometimes that can be pain or pleasure. So for me, when I first started, this is super funny because I actually didn't even kind of ding into it until I was like, pain? What motivates me? Pain. I don't get that. But what it was at the beginning, I was so motivated by people not believing I could do it. That was a pain trigger that fueled me to make myself and them realize that it could be done. So that was something at the beginning that drove me. So it can actually be that you're motivated by pain and pushes you, like obviously you're in debt or whatever the case may be, that pain pushes you to move your business to the next level. Or is it pleasure, like going on vacations and being around friends? Like what motivates you in this kind of business? And then it says, find your strength. So there are so many things that we can do, down to the graphic designing of flyers in our business. I mean, I'm not joking you. When I first started, I go, Tim, this business has everything for me. It even has graphic designing. Like, I love doing that. Like, it has everything that we really, really love. Like, what is your strength? Are you creative? Do you like leading others to success? Are you good at recognizing people for their hard work? Are you good at listening to others? Are you self-motivated and hardworking and just love to work, and that is your passion and that's your strength? Are you good at social media? Are you good at sampling and partying? Find your strength that you truly love about this business and just fuel yourself to getting better at it. Learn about it, do some different trainings on it. Let's go to YouTube. There's so many ways that you can fuel yourself of what you really love about this business and what you're good at. And then if you take that, it can lead to so many more things that you're like, oh my gosh, like people love recognition and I wasn't even recognizing people and I really love it. And different things. That's just an example, but he said, find your strength and then commit to the process. And I know you guys know this, but this is a process. This is not a race. We are all going to get where we want. It just takes time. There's going to be people that come and go in your business over and over. And there's going to be, it's a process that they say, give us a year, because it is going to take a while. It's going to, ups and downs. This is a roller coaster of our business. There's going to be ups and downs. And if you, the only thing different from you and someone else is you stuck with it and you didn't quit. And people are watching and waiting for you to quit. You need to, it's just sticking with it, committing to the process and letting the roller coaster ride take you. And some months are going to be good. Some months are going to be bad. And that is something I learned in sales. I was in sales for 10 years and every single month we had to make numbers, and every single month it's like this at the end of the month, fighting at the end of the month for your numbers, whatever the case may be. But there will be bad months and there will be good months. It's part of business. Every single business doesn't go straight up. It just doesn't. So there's going to be ebbs and flows. We're on a very good ebb and flow up, you guys. So keep that in motion. We have November and December, and that's really what I want to convey with you guys in this next segment that we do on this call. It's going to be business stuff. We have huge things coming. We're in a 4-phase holiday phase. First phase being this $10 coupons that we need to have done by the 10th. And those coupons, you need to, and I know you guys are talking to your team, but the biggest thing in a role with people that now you have a team, transmitting everything that you do to them. You might think they know what they're doing. You might think they've heard the specials. You might think they've done this, but it's so crazy that the little things that you do that you don't think are a big deal, they're big deals to your team. And just you telling your team these little nuggets will help them. I mean, to this day, it's like, oh, shoot, sorry. I just saw someone needed to be admitted. I don't know how long they've been waiting there. So there are just everything that you do in your business, take it down to your team. Use the coupons by the 10th. We do have a prize that we put out there on it's Amazon gift card for $50. So remind your team that if they have all their 5 gift cards used or their coupons used, then they get a gift card or in a drawing for a gift card. And then something that I always have to continue to even tell myself, because even at my level, it's crazy. It's like, who got you where you are now? If you're at director rank, who got you to that rank will not be the team or the people that get you to team director. It's kind of crazy, not saying they won't be there on your team, but you always have to have that new energy, those new recruits that take you to that next team. Or even if it's not you personally bringing them in, your team brought them in, and then it's completely grabbing a hold of those people and saying, okay, we're going to go do this together and running with them. The awesome thing about our business is if you help enough people get what they want, you get what you want, which is an amazing thing. It's a beautiful thing, but it's always remembering that even though they might not be recruited by you, they are on your team. They are in your business. It's like if you open a mom and pop shop, a hairdresser place, for example, everyone in that salon is your business, so it's just taking them and helping them along and moving the needle, even if they really weren't even recruited by you. Grand opening parties, we still have those going on. So all the new brand partners still do those grand opening parties. They're huge for just announcing and getting that new brand partner in that mindset of, okay, my business is open. I'm going to do this. I'm sharing this with people. I'm inviting people. I am following up. It gets them in that rhythm of how we work our business now with these virtual parties. So grand openings, we do have the holiday pop-up shops. So I hope that everyone is plugged into a holiday pop-up shop. If you're not, get with your ED and above. You can still get in it. Obviously, we're going to be, the 4 phases of this is this $10 coupon. And then we have regionals, which is mid-month. We're going to have an LTO. So regionals, I guess, are not recorded. So get on that regional. It is the 14th of this month, and that's when we're going to announce our LTO. I don't know what the LTO is, but I do imagine it probably is going to go fast. So just be mindful of that, of what's going on, because it'll be a great holiday gift. And then we have regionals in December too that are virtual and they're not recorded, and that's December 12th. So that is going to be another announcement for limited time offer. So just keep these in mind to be on them. And then new brand part, that's really about it in regards to the business stuff that I think I really wanted to cover. Cyber Monday and Black Friday, it's kind of crazy, you guys. We have like a perfect storm with this month. Cyber Monday is the last day of the month, and Black Friday, and then Small Business Saturday. We are getting the, what did I hear Patrick say today? He said something about the LTO. it's going to be announced at regionals, but something about the Wednesday before Thanksgiving for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, those deals are going to be announced on Wednesday. So we will know what's going on in regards to that. So it's not just like, bam, here you go. We're going to have some time to figure out marketing and planning and all that. You know, with the holidays, I mean, I've been in this business 6.5 years. The holidays are different. The holidays they're amazing, but this year it's going to be even more different. You know, positive is that online shopping is increased. So you're going to have people that we have an online business. So that's the positive. Downfall is a lot of people probably are not going to be meeting around the holidays like they used to, you know, so you're not going to be talking to people as much personally, but everything now is virtual. And so both of these it's going to be a win-win for us. But Thanksgiving, so what you kind of want to do during these months that you do have Thanksgiving and people kind of just plug out is you kind of have to front load your month. So you front load these next 2 months because Thanksgiving is going to be granted, we are going to have Cyber Monday and Black Friday and all that towards the end of the month, which will be a blessing. But just remember that those days for Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of that, people do just kind of zone out, including, and you should, everybody should. I mean, you're spending time with your family, you're, you know, celebrating the holidays. That's what it's all about. But that's just kind of different in regards to our business too. And then, yeah, I mean, so that's kind of the flow of how these calls will go is kind of personal development. I'm not going to be sitting up here just training and talking and all this. It's going to be different leaders training and going over different things. I want to open it up to questions because, there's already people talking in chat. What is an LTO? Good question. So LTO is a limited time only offer. So that is going to be just those certain times, like an LTO for the holidays. It's only going to be a Cyber Monday, Black Friday LTO. It's only limited time offer. Oh, someone already answered that. Prolistic lotion again. Yes. Collagen mask. I think it's collagen mask, and don't quote me on that. I did not hear anything at all, but I feel like with the holidays, I feel like they always kind of do collagen masks for people to look good and stuff, but it might be different this year. What do I do if my team is lacking engagement? I love that question. Okay. That happens to all of us, Courtney. We still need to talk. I don't even know where you are on this thing, but we still need to talk. I know. Find new people. That's the simplest thing. And in a nutshell, I love my team and I will meet them wherever they are. But you have to remember that everyone is at different places and is at different places at different times. So you might have a rock star on your team right now, but they might be going through stuff right now. So you have to recruit new people to talk to those new people during the other times that the other people are going through stuff. Some people ebb and flow, and you can't ever historically motivate or inspire them enough for them to get out of bed and work. They have to want to do it themselves. So are you focusing on their why, what they got in this business for? And if you haven't, then talk to them every single month. At the beginning of the month, I go to my team and my personally sponsored especially and say, hey, what's your game plan? What do you want this month? Do you want free product? Are you wanting the bonuses? How much money do you need for the holidays? Tapping into why they got in the business, what they need. And if they still aren't engaging, it's just a no for now. And at that point, you really kind of go back to them. Yes, they're on your team, but it's almost now they're a prospect again because you're continuously dripping on them. Something will inspire them to, you know, make the time now. If it's a story, if it's a personal situation that might have just changed them and triggered them to work. But there's nothing, I want you to know there's nothing that you're doing. There's nothing that you're doing. Some people will, some people won't. Kim says, so what? And someone's waiting. And it is the honest to God truth. There's nothing that you can personally do to motivate and inspire someone to want to work. It has to be up to them, truly. And if they don't want it now, then just find someone else that really does want it now. That's what I think. Anybody else? Kim, do you have any other thoughts on that?
Well, I'll just share really quickly. When I first started, right, like in 2014, like the first 3 people that I talked to about the business and enrolled, one of them stayed with it and went on to earn her car and trips. And so you just never know who's going to do what with it. And then on the flip side, I have re-enrolled the same person 3 times. And a lot of times, really, guys, what it is people don't give up on the company Neora. They don't give up. They know the products are great. They know the company's awesome. They give up on themselves. So what you can also do as a friend and leader, and by leader, you can lead other people on your sideline, upline, downline, everybody on the team. You can inspire other people. Just believe in them, because most people just don't. And that's why it goes back to what Patia kicked this off with, is personal development. People just don't believe in themselves. So believe in them. And that's all you can really do for other people. So you just never know, when that's like the girl that has joined with me and bought a kit 3 different times. She loves the product, falls off. I'm not emptying the dishwasher. I've already done it 2 times today. Whoever said that.
I'm muted. It's fine. Yeah, so that was a good question. Thank you for that. Any other questions that you guys right now are having issues with or thoughts? And if not, no worries. We can always answer those whenever. How would you guys handle a situation when you know that someone would do amazing things with this, but just doesn't have the money to start up? Well, if it's a $20 buy-in, knowing me, I'd probably give them $20. But like, if you're going to be amazing at this, I'll give you $20. Let's have a couple parties, and especially if they need it bad enough, that money will pay off. I'm not saying put money in this business, so don't get that impression from me. But if you don't even want to spend money, then just say, hey, let's have a party. And then whatever money that they do make, then they can buy the kit with it. I mean, you don't have to buy the $200 extras, just get them in the business, get them starting to make some money, get them to believe and see what this is. And yeah, and then they'll be hooked. That's my 2 cents.
My 2 cents is if they are saying they don't have the money and it's $20 startup with tax and shipping, you're at like $32. They don't want this bad enough. I mean, are you thinking they're going to be amazing, or they're thinking that? Because I say I don't have the money all the time things, because I don't want to spend the money on that. So they have to want to be able to do it too. And you can get paid without a product order. You can do the business and work the business and get paid without that. You just can't earn 3 or free. And you can't, so that's an option too. But I always think, in the beginning, I would always think, man, she would be so amazing at this, and I would want it for her more than she would want it for herself. So that might be someone that's saying, I don't have the money.
Yeah, and then also the people that you think will be amazing at this won't, and the people you would have never, ever thought would ever do this business is amazing. So never prejudge anything like that, because it's crazy what people just keep sharing it, because people, I would have never shared it with Kim, honestly. I mean, not that I would have thought she would have been bad at all, but I just did not think, we hadn't seen each other in 10 plus years, and posted something, and then all of a sudden she joined the team. I would have never thought to think, oh, I gotta get a hold of Kim. She would, we'll do this business together. And now I'm like so grateful. But just little things I just prejudged, and I think everybody does. I mean, it's normal, but try not to prejudge. Okay, so if you guys have any other questions, let us know. We're always here offline too. And then for the last thing, we're going to really just focus on this ending to be a power activity that you guys can take out with this, from this call. I want this call to be set up for success and no fluff. So, we're going to go through personal development. We're going to go through things that we can target this month in the business. We're going to ask questions if you're having a question now.
Giving you lovings, Bubby.
We're we're going to kick it off and end it with something to do. What is going to be inspirational for you to take this month and flourish? So each week, this is something that I've done, honestly, ever since my husband, I don't know if you guys know this, blast from the past, but my husband, Tim, did this business with me for about 1.5 years. We thought we could work together. That was a no-go. I was like, honey, you've got to go back to work. You're driving me nuts. But anyway, we had to plan our weeks together, and it started then, and now it's just continued on. So every Sunday I plan my week. I plan my month. I don't plan really the day before, but I'm very good about planning my week and my month. So have you looked at your week this Sunday and this week ahead of us? Have you planned it, and have you planned when you have time to work this business? Because this business doesn't take a lot of time to work it. If you work it perfectly throughout your day, great. But if you were like me in my job, I had to have certain times of when I had to work it, because I was working my day job. I was dealing with the kids after work. And then when they went to bed, that's when I had that time to work it. So you need to plan that work time out. What are you going to do? And you can do this with all events in your month too. Plan out these calls in your calendar, plan out the next team, next level calls in your calendar, plan out the regionals, plan out the parties, at least 2 parties a month. Who do you need to follow up with? Write your list out, write the huge list out. And then every week, just kind of go through that list. Who are your PCs that are going to run this month? Have you listed out all of your PCs, what day they're listing and all of that? And something else that I'm doing, this is again, nothing that you have to do, that you have your own business, but I always send things on Thanksgiving. I did this when I was in sales, and I did this with my clients then, and I now do it with my PCs now. I send Thanksgiving gifts. I thank them for my business during Thanksgiving, because usually Christmas is an overload. And honestly, I don't have enough time in Christmas season. I have more time in Thanksgiving season. So I'm actually today started planning out little things that I'm going to give my top PCs. I'm going to, give them patches. I'm going to give them $5 gift cards. I'm going to give them, the good ones I'm going to do. These are just all ideas. Okay. So just do what you want with them. The rollers for your skin, the anti-aging, like you can roll on your face and get, I'm giving them that. There was like $18, like my good ones that have been with me now for almost 7 years. So, I'm just starting to think, and I want to plug that in for you guys. If you guys do gifts or do anything, $5 gift cards for your PCs, whatever, that might be something to even think of for November and December, just for them. But yeah, that is pretty much it in a nutshell of how these calls are going to be laid out and worked. I'm looking forward to, doing these, setting with you guys 2 times a month, and really mapping out how we're going to, lead our teams. That's what it's all about, and how we're going to be the best that we can be. So if there is nothing else from you guys, we will go ahead and close it. And we will see you on the 22nd. Thanks, ladies. Oh, Debbie, do you have something? Oh, you're just waving. Okay, cool. the two Debbie Johnsons on this. You guys always confuse me. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.